going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you look the part. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rocket, and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down.
Hello, everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Falcons.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in Week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you'd call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his third year now out of Fresno State. Was in the Pro Bowl last year in 2015, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr came out of Fresno State as one of the guys that there's a lot of debate about. How much people liked him. Other people had some knocks against him. Guess what? You can't find those people now. He improved greatly from his rookie year to his second year. And the sky's the limit for him right now. He has it all.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dives right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. A dump off to Sims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
They'll try and run with Murray. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They go back to Murray on first down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this way from him, downfield, or moved away from him, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart, but they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Falcon football as they offense now ready to take over here, looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful. And go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. David Emerson able to bring him down. Second down following the run. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive.
Touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and his production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game.
They'll get 16 yards there, and the Falcons are going to get a first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Finding time. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit. Roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now Jones. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to float it. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they have the...
penalty is
yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. Here's Bryant for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Now Jones. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Dave. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. Now Ryan on second down. Complete over the middle to Hardy. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raiders have got him. The former 49er, Alvin Smith, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to get.
And it's a fumble. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Still second.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Third and long. It's Ryan. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, and offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Brought in by Walford, right side. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a... penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Carr. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And escapes the sack. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Murray, the lone setback. To throw his car. Penalty marker is down here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
On first down, Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now Carr again. And hauled in here by Rivera. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Jonathan Babineau in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come up with an offset eye. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So back-to-back games here of great production. And just, you know, his cuts, they're so quick last weekend this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do. But I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. A pickup there of 36. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And there's a flag on the field. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Caught the tight end, Walford. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator's doing.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marcel Reese, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Weems to return. And there's a flag on the play. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Receiving team. Automatic first down.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
Room here to run. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And the D together must be expecting the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the catch is made by Weems. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
To throw is Ryan. That's complete, right around the 8. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And this week, as the numbers show, just not as crisp. I don't know what it is, arm strength or what, but just not the same as last week, right?
One of the things we noticed last week was the ability to look off defenders. You know, look in one direction to set them up, move them in that.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. Let's get recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So it'll be first down here after the run.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Letting one go deep for the... And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And for Mr. Cooper, his first touchdown catch of the season, had 6 last year. I think we can see those numbers jump.
He's one of those players, and you go back and look at Amari Cooper's career to date. If you go back into Little League football, I'll bet you would find that he did things like a pro already. Studied the game, mastered his craft, ran routes big time, got great mentorship along the way, and always competed at a high level. I'm with you. Those numbers are going to really increase as he continues on in the league.
Now Carr, and this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
First down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 39 that time. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
It's caught, left side, Tamme. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Offense. Still third down.
On third down, Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Carr going to throw. Throwing deep for Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's a first-round pick, Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. And with the deficit here, they gave up the field goal last time, but with this deficit, Charles, how important is a stop on this drive?
Extremely. And you know that they heard it on the sideline. You know they heard it going out onto the field, and they're telling it to each other. No more points given up. We've got a chance to still get into this game.
As a defensive guy, you kind of like that challenge? You don't want to be down, but do you like that challenge?
You don't want to be in that position, and you wish you had taken the challenge a little bit earlier, but now, this is it. It has to happen at this point.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start. Offense.
2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Freeman, the lone man, in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. Stays on his feet. Penalty marker is down here. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the...
First down.
Grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Getting it out left side to Sanu. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Freeman again. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ryan, he's got time in the pocket. And that's caught by Tammy. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They were stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now it's Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game. Timing's crucial in any round thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And there's a flag on the field. It's caught. Reception by Holmes.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. Now Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Andre Holmes, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Across the 30 to... Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. They come out here in the eye. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Murray, the lone setback. Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Raiders. 37 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And just a heck of a final drive that you and I just got to witness.
We got to see calm, cool, and collected in action, didn't we? That allowed them to go down the field and score the game-winning points.
So for the Raiders, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.